All right, here goes the opening of day one for the advent calendar. Where is day one? Oh, it's over here. All right, so they put these cool little pokey things, and I can't get my finger in there, so we're gonna use a pokey tool. Yeah, all right, cool. And one thing they did last year, was they put a little picture of what the thing is, and this looks like it's a die that is a hot air balloon. That's super cool. I have not used a hot air balloon die before, so that's really cool. So my goal with this is to use only items that come in this set. I will probably start using some backgrounds that I have from previous card things. It says there's a little hello die and a bunch of pieces for the hot air balloon. This is actually on my bucket list, to ride in a real hot air balloon, for those of you that don't know. So I'm going to give this a little thought, and I will come back to this, and I will create a card using this. Now I do have some older Spellbinders, like paper packs and stuff like that, so maybe I will incorporate some of those pattern paper packs or something of that nature, but I'll try for the most part to only use things from this advent calendar to make cards. Challenge accepted. All right, so I did decide to die cut all of these in white cardstock, just because I don't really do that usually. I usually pick different colors when I'm die cutting stuff. So what I'm going to do is I cut all of these out in white, and we are going to ink blend. All right, and because I am trying to make this as authentically Spellbinders as I can, just for the principle of it, this is the only Spellbinders paper that I have. Someone gifted this to me. And so we're going to flip through here and see if, I know it says party hat and streamers, but I'm thinking maybe if there's this paper left in there, it would look really cool as a background for this. So let's see what we got. 2 of these. Ooh, yay, it's here. Awesome. And I know this is more like watercolor, but I feel like it kind of looks like the sky. So this is going to be the panel for our card. And then we are going to ink blend on all of these pieces. I haven't exactly decided what color scheme I'm going to go with, but I kind of feel like because this background is kind of like a watercolory pastel type of background, I think that's kind of what I'm going to do for this. And I did just realize that because this is supposed to go for here and for here, I'm going to have to cut this one out again with my white. So I'll be right back after I die cut this one out too with white cardstock. Alright, since it took me entirely too long to get these all inked up, I decided I would get my voice, it would no longer be live crafting for this section, because the video ended up being way too long, and let's be real, nobody wants to watch me take forever to put ink on cardstock when there's no true technique behind it. It's just getting it to be the colors you want it with. I think I used black soot and candied apples. And I do consult back to the box a couple times to see what it's supposed to look like, to figure out which pieces I want red and which pieces I want black, because I kind of want it to alternate. The thought behind this was doing Mickey Mouse-ish thing. I think I might have been watching a Disney YouTube video right before I started doing this, so that's kind of why I thought that would be cute. All right, so now that the hot air balloon is all colored up and everything, we are going to assemble it. And I usually don't do little PC dies like this, just because I feel like they take a long time. And you know what? You know how much raw footage this was of this, doing this hot air balloon? It was like 7 minutes. Like, tell me why this tiny little thing took me over 7 minutes to assemble. I cut a lot of it out just because, you know, you don't need to watch me literally assemble this thing. I'm sure everybody else can figure it out for themselves too, just kind of like I did by looking at the picture that came in the box. But do y'all see this? Like, look how the pieces are too long for the hot air balloon. Did anybody else have that problem, or is it just me? Because I trimmed it off there because it was weird and it was too big for the hot air balloon. Like, is this a Spellbinders issue? Is this a me issue? Did I do something wrong? Like, what's going on here? But I made it work, as we do, because we're crafters. You know, crafters always make it work. So now we're going to finish assembling everything with the teeny tiny pieces. And I have all the things, like you see the reverse tweezers there and stuff, and you see the pokey tool. I have those things, but do you see me using them? Like, no, I'm not using the tweezers. What is wrong with me? Like, why? Why am I not using all the things that I have at my disposal right in front of me? to help me assemble this thing. Would it be faster? Probably. Would it do a better job? Quite possibly. That's why they're tools. They help you. I'm not doing that though, obviously. What's wrong with me? But we're going to finish this up now and move on to the next step of the card. Alright, now we're going to assemble the card on the card panel that I showed you earlier that is from an old Spellbinders kit that someone gifted to me. That's literally all I got was some of the card stock, the little paper pack thing from the
and we're just going to
gift.
place it right about here.
Whatever. So we're going to put the sentiment strip on there. We have foam squares on the back of our hot air balloon to pop it up and give it a little bit of dimension. And I will say that the first day of these Spellbinders Crafty Advent Calendars is always the most challenging for me because I try to be true to the idea of using only the items that come in the kit itself. So I just, you know, like obviously I have to use some other cardstock and stuff like that, but I just want to use the elements that come in the kit. And so the first one is always the hardest because if it doesn't come with a sentiment, like what am I going to do?
So there's that.
I was really excited that this one came with a sentiment, and it was a cool thing that could
be right back. All right, since this is a thinner card panel, I decided to do double-sided adhesive on the edges of the panel, and it's score tape, so we're just going to very carefully place it down where we think we want it to be. I think I did not put it straight. Well, now it's stuck. Okay. I did decide on a craft card base because I didn't like the way it looked with white. I just thought it didn't pop enough. It kind of like swallowed it up. So this is really pretty. I like this a lot. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and please follow along for the remainder 23 days of the Spellbinders Crafty Advent Calendars.
Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to come back for the rest of the days of the Crafty Advent Calendar series. Have a great day. Bye.